Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been testing so much, all these wrestlers nice. All these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a Benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground. Front of 8 at Beijing, man, ain't know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. I'm faced with a lot of different choices these days. Do a rock and Rolex account or Blueface. The whole world know my name off a mixtape. I still got the same brother since 6th grade. G-Wagon red seats, we on Biscayne. Trips to the Florida Keys, we imported these. Thanking God for the life he afforded me. All this jewelry on my body, I could like the hood. I need a brown skinned chick just like Megan Good. Holding up every promise that I ever made. Music in the background, it's a serenade. Been rapping 10 years, boy, this ain't a phase. I paid dues, paid rent, and I stayed the same. I had teardrops running down my face. I've been through a lot, I had real pain. But thank God, cause we really on the better days. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. What's a life without sacrifice? Sometimes you gotta thank God and just roll the dice. Pacino.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are awaiting, but not enough is raining on me. Maybe I should give it all up. How much more can I take? Out here singing to the heavens. When I gonna get my break? I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. How will I get out of the jungle? Everybody wanna stop me. 10 more steps up the mountain. Now everybody's looking for me. Spend my life in the desert till something changed inside of me. Now I'm flying over oceans. Everybody looking at me. I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Full power, get louder. I'ma get strong, just watch me. Full power, get louder. I'ma get strong, just watch me. Every hour, no doubter. Gonna hear my song, just watch me. Every hour, no doubter. I can run this town. Somebody give me the key. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. No more doubt about me. Oh, I can run this town. Don't you know I got the Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes. And you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God it's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first step towards ECL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/ECL.
ESL presents ESL Challenger League in partnership with Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, and Qiddiya.
And we are back in. It's ECL Season 50 Cup number 2 here in North America with major ramifications. We are getting under 2 weeks to the major deadline and the cutoff. It's getting tight. It's getting close here down in North America.
Yeah, we're closing out that window right now, and obviously with the amount of events left and with how this cup is kind of coming to, a soon close, all on the line for these teams in terms of trying to give yourself that last push across into, what is going to be a great way to try and cap off any teams, end of the year and trying to make it to the majors. So a lot on the line here. I'm right there with you. And we've got 2 dominant teams in North America trying to battle it out against each other.
Yeah, but finding themselves in the lower bracket of this one, you'd normally expect them to be already in the finals. It's the 2, I would say, top teams in this entire bracket competing here for elimination, which is massive, not just for the individual points, but also the placement points that will separate these 2 teams. And yes, this is the lower bracket. Final winner goes to the actual final, the grand final here of the ECL Cup to get themselves a spot in towards the Season 50 finals. But here between these 2 teams, these are the 2 favorites finding themselves in a 3rd place match.
Yeah, looking to try and, fight up against what is going to be some tough competition. I feel like both of these teams looking to extend favor here and try and make it to a grand final, see what they can do in that department. But obviously, if you walk away now, going to be a little bit sour. I think if you're Wildcard, they've been able to make some great runs. I think again, this is a team that's been kind of having to pull back some of the decisions that they've made, and I think course correct, maybe right some of the wrongs that I would say they've made during the offseason, and they've landed on a very solid roster for themselves. They're still yet to really dominate in terms of what we'd expect from them in North America. They have some great victories already, including some victories on land for themselves, but trying to transfer that success into the online format, obviously not as important, but they just took a tough loss versus getting info. That's who sent them into this lower bracket, is getting info. So you're probably wondering or trying to pull through a little bit more ground here when it comes down to playing up against the top dogs and trying to prove yourself up against these big squads.
Yeah, every point matters this late into the season here for Wildcard, and that loss to getting info not just sends them down to the lower bracket, but also loses them nearly 30 VRS points on the way there as well. And considering how tight the pack is to get into the major, basically the final 2 slots are up for grabs across both North America and South America. It is Wildcard, Skin Rave, also known as BlueJays in this event, and then 9Z and Bestia. Those 4 teams are only separated by 40 points together. So every win, online or land, could decide your chance at imprinting yourself into the game of Counter-Strike and heading to Budapest.
Obviously such a big deal here for these squads. Wildcard want to continue the conversation. I feel like with Stanislaw, the majors where this team does some of their best work, when the roster's in a consistent spot. I think heading into Austin last year, in a major on home soil, was a huge opportunity for that team to try and replicate some of the success, and try and show what they did in Shanghai in 2024. But didn't quite have the same success. I think there was constant rumors going around, constant confusion as to what their roster future was going to look like. That cost them in the present. I think, you know, making a deep run here, gaining those points is going to be important, because I don't think they're going to have that same problem if they're able to make it to this next major. If they're able to confirm that next spot, you'll have a lot more security in this team, and you know, security for good reason, because players like JBA on this squad right now being able to do a little bit of a security here in this roster, as our Kadia player to watch, as you can see, and what he does for this team obviously going to matter a lot, and time again able to bring that X factor to this team. You're dealing with some changes here. You're obviously getting Fiku slotted into this roster long term. That's a player that I think could be interesting given resources and given a lot of trust, and I do wonder how that's going to affect JBA and his performance.
Yeah, I think JBA still playing more of these like anchor style roles, but obviously can be moved around the map. And so it really it's a big question about how the system utilizes his mechanics, because he has probably some of the strongest mechanics in all of North American Counter-Strike. He is an incredible tool. It's just how you use him. And that is the big question here for Stanislaw as he's bringing in new players into the lineup. As Fiku joins in, he's a solid aggressive rifler over there from Europe, was kind of the star of OG's project, but OG wanted to move in a different direction as Fiku had been on the team for 3 years. Something's got to change. He's got to go. Wildcard pick him up. And now looking over the side of Skinrave, obviously, or BlueJays in these graphics, but it is Axed who has been playing lately for this roster as Classia steps out, and that's a huge hit to the firepower.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed, because I finally felt like he was coming around, you know, and
yeah,
it was one of the longer stints that I've honestly seen with him on a roster, like since, you know, really some of the exciting times that he's been able to bring back in the day. I think maybe even since RBG. Unfortunately, doesn't really work out long term. Same issues apply here, so they need a quick split fix, and that's going to be a big problem for the squad, I think, over the grand scheme of things. I mean, Axe is a player that has competed and has been able to stand in the past for ECL. I trust that his individual ability is going to be okay, not like a insane deficit and insane liability, but it's going to be a problem compared to Classia, and so it's a bit of an unfortunate circumstance there.
Yeah, especially so close to the major. We'll see how that stacks up versus Wildcard as we are taking it away here in this lower bracket final. Wildcard versus Skinrave coming up.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these wrestlers nice, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a Benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground. Front of 8 in Beijing, man, they know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of.
And we're getting started here. Wildcard versus BlueJays. It is the final stretch until the major qualification. A few more lands to be played, but this online match between both teams who are neck and neck in the Americas region. Let's get this started here in a matchup that could be, again, major defining. Every point matters. I'm fine. Joe McCall, X and McHenry as we're taken away on Dust 2. Pick here of Skinrave. As I think it definitely favors their kind of style. We know a player like Laxi is definitely going to show up with some flair.
Yeah, I've liked what he's brought here so far to this roster. Still seems like he's joining up with the system, so I think a big piece of promise for the squad. But again, question marks around it. Stan, he's always good on the pistol, so that is one thing we know about what he brings here to this roster, and that is a quick shot to show what he has up his sleeve here. Meanwhile, Rest of the squad trying to work their way up catwalk. Met by a smoke and Fosi still playing up close and personal here.
They're just going to run through as well. Fiku, though, crisp on the site alongside Peeping. Fuzi not even needed here around the smoke, as that's an easy one, and that's a free pistol for the side of Wildcard. No issues whatsoever. Just got to put the cherry on top here for Fuzi. Stan wants a piece of the action. Oh my goodness, no one can hit anything until Stan just empties out his dualies and picks it up for Wildcard.
It's a really good look out of the gates on the pistol. Sharp as can be. Incredibly crisp. And repositions looking fantastic. I think that's a key detail there. Stan able to bring that one instantly. And then the setup here unified well. The quick rotations and even Fozi has what felt like the insurance-y policy. Knocking down those kills. I think we can see some really good work come through out of this Skinrave squad, but are they able to deal with the situation that they're in? I think this map of Dust 2 will be a perfect chance to capitalize, because I talk about this quite a bit, but Stan, again, watched him play out in that Revival series. They lost to Getting Info in the grand finals. They picked Dust 2, and that was a huge liability in their map pool. Still feels like their T sides are a huge question mark on this map. And if they struggle up against this squad and you know, with Axe on the roster, I do think they're going to have to do some serious soul searching. Last time Stan said, I have to throw away the playbook. And that was like, what, 3 or 4 months ago?
Huh.
So hopefully you picked up a new one.
Yeah, Stan could be in some trouble here on the B side. There is no smoke for the mid to B, but if a scout pick comes through, Stan needs to be careful. JBA up top. And yeah, this one will be going nowhere. It's all on the junior scout, whether or not he could do anything. And just so a last hurrah into the B site. Queued up for the side of Skinrave. And there you have it.
For that scout to disappear before that corner. That's funny right there. A little warning, letting you know who's around the corner. Well put together there by Wildcard. This is something that, you know, Junior is always going to do. He's always going to buy the double scout. I feel like I've almost always seen him play out the double scout if they lose the pistol. You, on the T side, go back to back. You kind of have yourself a good chance here. You can pluck people off on the cross very easily. Yep. So, loves that double scout there at purchase.
I'm a big fan of it even on both sides, especially on a map like Dust 2.
Yeah.
Because when you go for it, you're typically the only scoped weapon in the server, so you could still dominate the long angles. Like he is here. He's posted up green, allowing Cryptic to scale up the catwalk quite calmly. And easy control here early for the side of Skinrave. Fuzi poking and prodding around the smoke, so it'll be pretty evident that there are people on catwalk now with the molly being thrown. And in the meantime, yeah, upper tons push off the back of that cat control. And JBA instead runs into the entire team. And that kind of mistake in the calling there and the outplay from the side of Skinrave is going to cost them.
See what they do to try and bounce back here. They're trying to get Swift in the rotations. Doing so do leave a bit of a liability towards the mid. Now realizing that, Stan feeling a little pressure. That's not going to hurt though. One smoke spam clean through it. Fiku sidelines. Cryptic there quickly. Molly got to go deep enough as well.
There's no way. Oh, back at the site. Tucks down. And even lands a dink. So much damage onto Junior. And they have been forced off of the B site. But now going up the catwalk, Fiku has repositioned in time onto an off angle. He needs a double here, but isn't good for any of them. Instead, they have to go up the catwalk, though. And that's where Axe comes through. Laxi picks all the rotations, but that didn't matter with 15 seconds on the clock. Fortunately, they will win the duel.
Holy smokes. They're big. Coming down to the wire. They wanted to reroute that one. I think Axe kind of realized that there was a little too limited of time there left. So he's the one that goes turning the corner there for the kill to make sure that they confirm the round, because they got the 2B players quick enough. but I don't think they had time to go in towards that B side. They had to run it up cat. Just turned out that it was last man standing for Fiku there. Unable to hold his ground. There's a bold move, though, and that's what I mean. Fiku, I think, going to be a large part of the early activity for this team.
My goodness. I mean, does you want to knife him? Oh my god. He's
stabbed. That's so infuriating.
Fuzi also backed out of lower tons, though, and look at the amount of utility that they're just burning to try and take this map control. This is disgusting right now from Wildcard. What do you even do if you're skin rave right now? You're all stuck in tunnels.
Best of luck here. I don't have a good solution. You're completely constricted. You can see they obviously rotated off of the long side here. That can be fully covered by Fiku's position. So right now he's controlling pretty much middle, pretty much catwalk, and all of long with his positioning. So he is sectioning off a whole half of the map by himself. Obviously can come down to a game of timing. Fuzi just goes and clears long. There's nothing there. And Walco gonna walk his way out middle into an instant dismissal. Now they're gonna lean in on a triple up B.
And this is insane. Fiku has been in top middle the entire round. He's been up there for a full minute since he's knifed Cryptic, and no one has gone to deal with him. So Fiku's just sitting here with all this information. There's a 3-man B stack, and this is a save if I've seen it before. Unreal round that basically got won as soon as the knife got sunk into the back of Cryptic.
That's the problem when you ever start your round off and it's not a rush with 4 players or 5 players in one spot in the map. As if that does happen right there, you do, get your lurk dealt with quickly.
Okay.
Destroy a round. He's even going for exits. That's Laxi. Sideline before he can save. Lucky to hold on to this scout here if you're Junior. Max's going to keep his rifle, but that round just blew up in their face here, and such a confident play. It's a move that you do in like matchmaking when you know you're just better, when you just can take control of your opponents and there's nothing that you can do to punish that play. They don't even try and trade him out or get him out of position because they know the resources that would be required to do that would leave them dry completely.
And oh my goodness, okay. That bold peek from Fuzi. He goes back up for a second and will crouch his way out of there.
For banking an AG there on his way out.
He was looking for the player out in Sui, but, well, he got a little bit more. Junior, that's the last thing he expects.
Junior's probably looking down middle, sees a flying player on the screen. I don't even know what you do to react to that. Can only imagine it from his point of view. And the fearlessness continues here. Out of the 2 reintroduced or new pieces here of Wildcard.
There's an HE. But he's not hearing a footstep.
And now all the mid clear and called out. That smoke soon to fade, so mid's not going to be a big point of contention here. You can start to rotate back here.
Cryptic.
Got himself a good timing, but nothing given out of it. And an HE for good measure on catwalk because you know that play's coming next.
Oh, but a missed shot from Fuzi gives them an avenue, but Walco has to fly forward as he's between the Molotov and his teammates. And Fuzi just going for swings at this point. Axe last to fall. And Wildcard in flow state right now with Fuzi hopping around the map.
Right now, I mean, talking about what is likely going to be your aggressive piece. We know Fuzi to be a very aggressive opper here for himself. That's one of the factors of him that I like the most, is how much of a playmaker he can be for his squad and constantly pressing the issue, constantly fighting forward. That's going to be a frustrating factor for all NA teams that they have to deal with now that he's back in the server once again. They thought they got rid of him. They were thanking their lucky stars, but he's back now and he's once again playing that confident style.
Really is crazy that he was teamless for about 3 months of 2024. Considering how hard it is to find oppers in the scene. Oh, Oh, look at this. Are you kidding? How is that pulled off? Boosted up on the boxes while the smoke is also up. Walco will never be prepared for that.
I mean, I don't know what you do about that. There's so many plays where you're just going to be left scratching your head. Just getting ready. You have no idea what's happening. Axe trying to make something out of thin air and gets insted by peeping. You get that supportive utility there. Flashman going down. And no ground gained here. Now the op's going to get involved and try and play coverage for this pit player, but nothing given. Peeping just holding the line. A scout hoping to trade things out here. Just going to whip the Glock out at this point. I don't even know what's next for Junior, but Peeping staying elusive. Going to get overlooked, and that Glock not going to punch through.
Nope.
That distance right there. Armor backed up here. Wildcard not slowing down at all.
I'm sure the call was 1 HP, but on that second engagement, Laxi didn't even hit him once. Rather, only hit him once. So only on 45 HP, the Glock's just not going to cut it. Timeout being called in here for Skinrave. And really just getting out-positioned in so many different ways. Fuzi has been truly indomitable on the catwalk position. And the trick play that they have to boost up. Hey, I mean, you said Stanislav throughout the whole playbook. He's written another piece of that one, but shoulder seen, headshot delivered. And that op dropped.
It's cryptic with his first on the board. Junior's still yet to crack a kill, but see what they can do to try and continue fighting up. Catwalk instantly dismissed. Fiku laser sharp here with the rifle. Junior gonna go and find his prize of that scout on the floor. Gonna have to use it. This is his chance at a follow-up shot. They're gonna keep swinging and to his demise. Keep swinging here. They're gonna keep on fighting.
What?
Deagle spam from Fiku, providing security. Finally toppled over by Walco.
As an AK.
Galore picks up the rifle. I wonder if he has to reload it.
Yeah, surely he's low on ammunition here. Checks his flank. But JBA and Stanislaw just playing in a pack together, and Walco tagged up. And we'll swing as the smoke blooms. He gets Stan. But always play together in the clutch, fellas. Easy trade for JBA. It's 6-1.
Brutal headshot right there from Cryptic to open it up, but just as brutal here, I mean, just immortal is Fiku. Able to walk away with that Deagle spam.
How long has he had a Deagle for is actually the big question. Like, why does he have one of those?
I guess my only guess is that he picked it up on a eco, or like a half-buy victory.
Fico only had a single death prior to that point, so I guess it makes sense. Oh,
Go there. That Molly didn't get extinct.
What?
Still burning. That happened.
Whatever the case, he still missed the shot.
That is true.
And elevated angle from Walco does get it while moving and falling off the car. That's how it's supposed to work.
Oh, and another one. This is how they get back to it. Hey, at least the first kill, like you said, nice, clean, and comfortable.
JBA's making a play. Like he's making a play that says, "Hey, we're not going to lose the round just yet."
You think so? You believe in this? Because you're also probably going to need to see Fiku get something out of this long exchange here as well. But yeah, if you can thread in that quick kill, that doesn't hurt either. At HE for some extra damage, he does fall though quickly after an axe.
JBA's been seen.
Spotted him.
Yeah, definitely. Axe is going to peek right into his crosshair, but being held by Junior. Now the Glock should surely do it. And this time around, Junior's got it. Second round. And get rid of that incendiary. That nade's terrible.
Bit unfortunate there for the early exchanges, but shake that one off, chop that one up to a bit of misfortune, I feel like, for some of those exchanges on long and towards the middle. See if you can bounce back now. Junior does have Sop still in play here. No connection on middle and fast out towards long with these spawns up. Doesn't quite go right direction, and Peeping can't escape because of it there. Gets knocked down by the spam.
Jiggle Peak does see Fiku. Fuzi trying to play around, but the smokes. Junior does get away. 4 versus 5 to try and pull back. Oh, but Fuzi does get the pick. Junior tries to leave pit, and that kind of information might tell something here that a reposition's on the way for Skinrave.
It's giving over so much info here. They reposition accordingly. He's going to try and get back to this B side at some
Axe is going to get
up here. It's going to give him an advanced angle, and Axe, fortunate to still walk away with his life, but Walco not so lucky.
Yeah, Axe was about to walk into the crosshair. And a flashbang back in. Cryptic eats it and makes a lot of footsteps. Now Stanislaus in position here on the B site too. With an HE right behind that smoke. Takes a chunk out of Axe. Good position now from Stan, but can't spray down for the double. It will be Skinrave who break into B as the bomb does cross.
Bomb has been planted.
In a position here to strike. A quick pull through on this retake.
JBA has a Molly nade.
But there is, yeah, Molly here still in play to try and flush Cryptic out.
Play use it is the question. Footsteps bait the peak. An easy shot on a Cryptic. Axe on 25, surely done for. As the headshot from JBA is instant. It is now 7-2 here for Wildcard.
Util not necessary. Smart way to bait out that position. Understandable that you're looking to spring into action right there, but as soon as you lift your head up, you have 3 targets kind of watching and ready to go. This connection from Fozy, that's a big misstep from Junior. Gives up the game big time. And you can see all throughout the map here, Wildcard ready to react accordingly. I do think this buffer that they can get here is as important as you can ask for. They need a great CT side, not just a good CT side, because again, T sides have looked very rough in the past versus some of the top dogs in the region.
And we'll see if it comes through. As needing that extra, but another miss from Fuzi. Quick trade from Peeping's fine, but folks over at Wildcard would love to see that shot hit instead. 4v4.
Not the easiest of shots. You can see the movement kind of throwing his aim off right now big time. So that kind of tracking and adjusting. I feel like for the most part what is difficult about CS2 opping kind of going wrong right there for Fozy. And those 2 misses that have cost him his life. How's Peeping opping?
Stack. Peeping can pick up the secondary. I'm confident in him. Flash into upper tunnels is going to clear everything, and then that should be sending in the alarm bells. Peeping will be on the line in time, but not connecting the shot. Forced away. And here comes an A-site retake for the side of Wildcard. Utility is exceptional, though. Walco burns down to 5, but escapes.
Smoke's still in play here. Walco, can he get any visual above the smoke? Doesn't see his targets just yet, and is overexposed, but he still goes swinging for 2.
No way!
Walco destroying them on 5 HP, barely kicking. And the Molly should have finished him off, but with him still standing, so will the site. Keeping forced to bail. For their options here, and they'll be able to stabilize. Tough round to win right there. Great protocols from Wildcard, but Walco bringing in some of that X factor here. Able to fully focus on that crosshair. He shows it.
Yeah, you just go for that risky position. You're on 5 HP. You've got nothing to lose. So you're just going to stand above the smoke and just pull off a gimmick. And that gimmick works. Fiku too focused on catwalk. Not ready for the smoke fade and surprise. Walco doubles up on 5 HP. HP doesn't matter if your opponents aren't even looking at you. Money's going to run out here for Wildcard, and you talked about the CT side needing every round they get. If they lose this, it's a 2-for-1, and suddenly it becomes a close game where Skinrave can come back into this, where some of their players can warm up, like Junior, who lands the instant headshot.
Instant destruction right there. Can't cross safely. Not with Junior in the server here. That is a liability that you're always going to face if you don't use the proper utility. Now trying to recover.
Back top mid.
Back towards the top.
Oh my god.
Now went towards suicide. Like he's never going to escape. Completely cut off there. Forced almost into a trap, and Cryptic will not let him slide away.
I'm wondering what he was trying to do with the nades at that point. If he's gun out, easy kill for Fiku, back in the round or Wildcard. And now we look at a different story. Next, meandering around long, playing anti-flash, but 3v5 into a B gamble stack. Oh boy.
Doing it again. Stacking over B, not for the first time either. Get anything extra out of this round, that'd be nice. Maybe that'll encourage you to be a little bit more aggressive on the angle. The smoke, though, not going to give them any sights on in. Nobody on this B side rotating.
Oh my god! Whoa! What? Sorry, that caught me off guard so much. Now the retake's on. Now they're going for it.
Oh my god, I thought they were saving. Watching the minimap right there, and I saw no one rotating. Now, yeah, they're encouraged.
They're taking forever as well to plant the bomb, so there's plenty of time to start this retake. You've got tons of utility as well.
They didn't plant it for Junior.
Yeah, it's planted safe. Here we go. Retake coming through. Double mollies into the site. Walco popping up. Toying with his opponents on the ramp. Extra grenades as well coming through. But a missed shot. Not from Laxi and Walco, however. And the two op shots from Fuzi is just luring them into the trap of that A site. 4 will arrive for Skinrave.
Bit of a blessing right there that he's able to connect that freebie on Axe. It does allow for them to have a much easier round this time around. Amazing connection there from Junior to kick things off, but maybe again, bit of a curse there. That shot straight through the smoke. Dropping guns, picking them up. At least he'll be able to hang on to his AWP for another round, but Wildcard can tell that things are getting a little bit out of their grasp, and they know what's ahead of them. It's these tricky T sides that they still haven't really captured just yet. I think that they are straight up lacking confidence in as a full team, which is so rare to see with the Stanislaw roster. It feels like firepower much more important than what they can do strategically on this T side of Dust 2. And while they do have a lot of firepower on this team, and it is showing right now, we're seeing that answer back, even if it's for a couple of rounds. They're closing the distance here.
Still a playable round, and you know with MP9s with 5.7s, you're going to see some gimmicks. We've seen Fiku and top mid about 4 times this half. Wouldn't be surprised to see it again as... Oh my god, it happened again!
Gosh.
And now Junior dropping back down into Sui. MP9 up close somehow gets a kill. But Junior picks another one. Everyone dropping in middle. All 5 players drop in a straight line here to close out this half. It's going to be 7-5.
I'll keep going till my speaker tone blows. I'll keep going till my speaker tone blows. I'll keep going till my till my speaker tone. I'll keep going till my speaker tone blows. 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 Till my speaker calm. I'll keep going till my speaker calm blows. I'll keep going till my speaker calm blows. I'll keep going till my speaker calm blows. I'll keep going till my speaker calm blows.
What has been a runaway game from Wildcard has instead been pulled back because Junior just can't miss a shot through a wall. We've got some fun moments, some incredible hijinks, but whatever the case, it's still 7-5. It's still close, and it's still a possibility for Skinrave to stay alive in this one. Learn your lineups here with Foos. We have a mid to B smoke lined up.
Toss that one in. Still be able to lurk his way through tunnels. It's always nice. Axe trying to block it, but couldn't actually do it fully. So now a quick mid to B approach here, but Walco quickly closing out some headshots. Axe following up as well. And they're getting slowed down big time. Dang. Quick on the connections here. JBA finally able to string his way through, but Laxi is still a contingency plan in the back lines. And BlueJays flushed that pistol away in an instant.
Dang, those sharp shots from Walco, just no chance to entry on any of those players. And getting tricky around the mid B smoke, not just standing there and spamming it, but moving to make a play. And that's how you're supposed to cross middle, everybody. Could have been used in a couple of rounds to save it. Save a kill. I'm seeing a new smoke being tossed in, or at least a different lineup, rather, for the long doors. There are a couple ways you can throw it. One that lands actually on top of the boxes and blooms there. And, well, here's a different one. And it'll allow Laxi for an easy double. 1 HP. It'll go down eventually. Cryptic running low on bullets here in this FAMAS, though. Coverage is good. However, and Fuzi cannot secure that second kill. It's 7-all in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's going for that frag. He didn't care at all about anyone else. He wanted that follow-up kill. Understandably so. Not going to be given over. It's lockdown defense from Laxi to farm up a couple of ecos. You're hoping for a little bit more chip damage. If you could have found Cryptic, that's nice as well. But now we're tied up. And now we get to see if Wildcard have been able to really put the hammer to the anvil on this map here. Try and work through some of the details on this T side. Already on the pistol, I like what I saw in terms of the execution. Didn't quite work out in their favor, but see the vision behind it. See what they have for the gun rounds here.
Ooh. Smoke spam nearly catching Stan there. And trying to work a catwalk attack. Few players on the site right now for the skin rave. In that moment, though, Cryptic pulled nades. Fiku gets the instant entry, and Cryptic standing in the flames, burning, and then blind. And now he's done. Peeping late long lurk. How's the timing gonna fare here for Laxi? It'll be fine. It keeps the side of skin rave still in the round in 3-on-3.
That's a huge pickup right there. Not having to deal with a long lurk, still having Fozy on an op. Does actually grab an AK though for his troubles. But that allows for another prawn to be taken into approach. Headshots from JBA though, looking to put this one to close, and Fozy playing backup as well. How much more does Max want to do here? Getting chased down a little bit over eager. Everyone able to chase him down as well. Fozy from the top rope is going to put it to rest. Wildcard do get off to the races when that gun round comes out. And that right there, that little activity coming through from Fiku, as the executes are landing and as the smokes are being deployed, he steps forward before the CT side can really get a chance to plant their feet. And that small window of opportunity, that's where you can see, I think, a big difference in the way Wildcard have been playing out some of these 2 rounds. I like that initiative coming through from Fiku before the execute rolls on out.
Yeah, always able to catch people off guard because you want a 30 counter utility just as the grenades are going down for maximum efficiency. That's the technically correct thing to do. But playing against the grain, it's a simple long take. You do have a 5-7 in top middle right now. As JBA will be past the bomb. They're coming back to middle. They're coming back to Cryptic here. And 3 players have their grenades in hand. There's no way he escapes. Surely, Mac 10, even at that range, a bit difficult to handle. And now it's up to Walco. M4 up on catwalk, full blind. And the flashbangs are good. They redirect up the catwalk. Solo defender here, just an ump here for Laxi. Hardly anywhere to stand. Can't reposition. And round should be over. Just like that. A site taken. And Wildcard setting stakes in here on Dust 2. Only needing to haul in 4 more rounds.
Yeah, staying elusive right now is Wildcard. They're not letting CT side kind of figure out where they are in the mid rounds here. And then when they finally do show their face, it is so explosive that they can't react in time, that they can't get their rotates. This looks much sharper than what I saw out of them on Sunday here on Dust 2. Just feel like, you know, when you take a loss like that, it's in another loss to a team like Getting Info, a team that, you know, expectations are that you can beat. You got to talk things through and you got to figure out your map pool. I think they've done just that here. Peeping. Turn to the corner there. Quick dismissal by Axe. Will allow him to save his rifle. As well as Junior, but 2 guns saved. Everyone else going to be on limited purchases here. Double digits looking likely for Wildcard.
You do got 2 saved M4s and a couple of flashbangs. It allows for a couple of gimmicks. Let's see it on this window. Pushes into lower tunnels and Walko first to fall. You do have this top mid push. Trying to get active, but not active enough. Peeping adjusts, instant headshot, and round over. Axe, can you save for 90 seconds? No. Fiku will pry the M4 away from him. Double digits now for Wildcard. You talked about their T side. They're starting to figure it out.
A lot crispier. Lexi, nothing to hang on to. She's going to go down quickly. Falls to the flames. Still want to see them up against what is going to be a big test, and that would include a junior op. I don't know if he'll be able to really get that out, though.
Didn't necessarily happen in that previous round, but I really do like the mid-round repositioning from Wildcard and how they're steering the ship with all these different ideas. They've constantly found weaknesses on the map. You had Walco facing a 3v1 on the catwalk defense. And Fiku going for an opening op pick.
X spot junior and op. Got dropped to 5-7. He had 5k in this round, so doing what a good coach does and trying to give his win condition the best tool for the job.
Yeah, problem, however, they're going into Axe armorless 5-7.
Now, that is a bit tricky, I can't lie. He's playing a good position. I always like this spot, to, especially when it comes into holding down utility. If they can manage to get away with this and force him towards this A side, that is a luxury in this round for Blue Jays.
They are kind of prepped for a mid-B setup, however. As long as you have a player in CT spawn, as they've missed one of their CT smokes.
Might be part of the crisscross utility. And Junior's op at such a weird location there. You expect him to be posted up on catwalk at least with those smokes in play, but he's over there towards long doors, and that's certainly caught peeping off guard. Now Fozy trying to work his way up cat accordingly.
Jiggle peeks. Fuzi has snuck on by, but surely he's going to get caught off guard. Sees the shoulder, though. Those jiggle peeks from Laxi actually give away the game. Junior's known out towards long. Now versus 3, now being held, now dealt with. But 15 seconds on the cross, and Fuzi's been caught on cat. How are they going to cross with no smokes? Walco on the hold, 10 seconds remaining now, and everyone drops. Walco triple kill, running through the flames to pick up that AWP, and Skin Raves stay in the map of dust, too.
Yeah, I think if they keep that control on catwalk, or maybe looking at a different story, but it's all what ifs here. Fozy getting surprised will lead to quick dismissal on that round. No smoke to cross, limited time, forcing a panic, and they find their ground. Close things out. A little bit of life still.
Oh my, what is happening? Whoa, my God.
What?
Why? Okay, there's 4 players on down there, but a full wallbang lineup that nearly hit the headshot onto Fuzi.
I'm gonna walk through this mid to B smoke here. They're gonna go quick mid to B. Cryptic not ready for that. There's the first kill. Fortunately, there is an opera still in the scene. And well, it might not actually have the motion on into this play.
Wonder if they have a read on the situation. Because that op over towards the B site, this is the optimal site to hit. Catwalk scale comes through. Walco needs to back away, and Junior way out there in another solar system. It's time to save, it feels.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're not going to try and hold down that fight, then running away, getting out with 4 guns is of high importance. JPA maybe blending in with the map there. A little bit of camouflage for the exit kill will be found eventually, though. It's good that Blue Jays are holding on to 4 guns. These gun rounds obviously going to be a little bit more sustainable, but this scoreline is going to put some serious pressure on.
I've really loved
moves.
Fiku's aggressive rifling so far has been great for Wildcard in this game. Obviously, a nifty stand call as well. Hiding 4 players in Sui just to walk people through the mid-smoke. It's like hiding in an alleyway watching the cops go by and then you pop out.
You speaking from experience?
No, I'm talking about just the old classic movie trope, Cole.
I just want to make sure you're not getting up to anything sketchy.
Junior is holding for this. And, oh, Fuzi wins it. Junior not ready for that late peek. Disgusting.
Just lulls him to sleep right there. Aqua trying to hold middle as they lost it last time. Eats that flashbang. Not going to fire though. Holds his ground. Get to really get to see Axe tested on his B site holds. They've been avoiding him so far. With that Opera out early. And with a very committed position from Wildcard towards middle. This might be his chance to shine.
Surely Axe is cooked here. Door smoke as well coming through. And he'll open up and he finds two. Nearly the third. Peeping though doubles himself. That puts us into a 2v2. Players far away. Time going to be rotting off the clock here. And Peeping is going to go back and check the tunnels. This is a critical duel. But he can't hit the shot. Had the timing, not the kill. Fuzi posted now. In a 1v2, but nails the first, needs the flick, and gets it. Easy 1v2 for the Swede, as it's map point for Wildcard.
Just looks so poised in that position right there. You can feel them closing out on him. He knows he needs to make a move, and just the right touch of aggression right there. Just like that opening pick from him, all the way to the closing kill there. Nice attempt from Axe to try and lock it down, but 2 for 1's about as most as you can ask for him right there. And the rest gets put up to Fuzi. And the clutch factor always coming through from his op. Axe gonna slide his way into lower, trying to make a play here for the coach.
Yeah, he's not gonna find anything though. Molly to Cat 2. Junior forced away. Axe has just been totally isolated down here in the lower tons. Fiku. Oh, was checking corners, but helped out there by Stan. Junior, though, does come back in with a kill. Still looking for extras, but no smoke spam will follow. I say this round is stable, but Junior is still jumping around smokes in middle, but he calls it all clear. Everyone's going into long. Perfect setup here for Skin Rave. Black Seat in the pit. Cryptic follows. And now Fuzi picks up the op. He wants the duel. He needs to win it, and he does. Opper, by the way, just diffs him. Now JBA coming through on the lurk. Timing. Does it favor him? I think he was seen. JBA marauding up Cat. Off angle held. And headshot delivered. Mechanics are insane for Wildcard.
Oh, it's just going to try and bail him out of this round. Still a little bit more to do. Now the flank being watched here. JBA gets the smoke down just in time to provide that security. Now Walko's job
noise.
So much more difficult.
Oh, that's going to be easy. JBA hits the flick, and it's Fuzi and JBA pulling off, what, the 2v4 to get him out of this map of Dust 2 that you said was a curse for them. They turn it around with raw mechanics and some nifty strats coming through from Stanislaw. That new playbook's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, again, Sunday here, they got absolutely destroyed on their T side. They picked the map and started off on the T side. Couldn't get anything really going for them other than some big opening duels, some big firepower moments. It felt like it's very individualistic. We definitely saw some of the firepower come through early on in this map on their defense. And when it started to wane, I was wondering if BlueJays were going to be able to fight back here and show up on their defense. I was wondering really if you know, Wildcard were going to target the fact that there was a coach in the server. They didn't really even go A all that often. They tested BlueJays in those A defenses time in and time out, and they did not pass the execution. I'm with you. It's a really impressive look out of Wildcard here.
Yeah, I mean, mechanics. Fiku also looking like he's very comfortable in this aggressive rifling role on this team, and a big time matchup for both of these squads that they both need to win to stay ahead. This is going to be a 40-point swing in points and would put Wildcard at number 9 in the Americas. They would leapfrog Skin Rave or BlueJays, whatever name you want to call them for this tournament.
Sorry. Yeah, I've been.
It's all good.
Yeah.
understandable. But yeah, no, it's a really big moment for these teams, because especially going into these upcoming lands, I think those will be the true deciders for the major. But you need every single point you can get at this rate. I mean, even the online matches has put a team like Bestia in contention for the major, because they've been doing so well in South America. They're catching up to all of these teams here in North America, as the VRS race is as close as can be. 3 weeks out from the deadline, major looming, and it is Wildcard who are up a map in this series. We'll be back in a short one.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are awaiting, but not enough is raining on me. Maybe I should give it all up. How much more can I take? Out here singing to the heavens. When I gonna get my break? I can run this town. 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 How will I get out of the jungle? Everybody wanna stop me. 10 more steps up the mountain. Now everybody this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God it's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first step towards ECL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/ECL.
And we are back aboard here. ECL Season 50 and Wildcard picking up map number 1 of Dust 2 turns out to be a bit of a surprise. It's been a tough one for them, as you've been talking about, Cole. They lost to it on Sunday, but here they're able to pick it up. Now we move over to Inferno.
Yeah, also looking a lot better. That's kind of what I expect from Wildcard, though. Again, I don't think this is a team that is going to fall into similar woes 2 times in a row. I think they're a team that's quick to adjust when you give them a little bit of time to. And they land on their feet quite nicely here. They also get to hop into what is going to be a fairly exciting map 2 here as well for themselves. You know, obviously with a team like Wildcard hopping into their map pick, I mean, Inferno, such a strong suit here. You start off on the T side. You talked about it in that last map, but not only is Fozzy's op really good, he's a really good aggressive rifler on the map of Inferno.
Yeah, a lot of playability here. I mean, Fozzy's just an incredible player, but double nades towards logs. Early opener, easy peasy. Now Fiku trying to get active. In through lane, has a timing, trying to get back into Boiler though, and meets Laxi on the other end. So now what do Wildcard do? Well, Junior will just swing middle. Quick trade. And they know where Laxi is. Was in the apartments. It will be Walco to fill the void. And get headshotted. Peeping finds both on that site. And now Fuzi needs to hit this shot. And he does. Instant clothesline all across the map. Wildcard shooting their way out of situations.
Wow, incredible stuff right there. I mean, having the game plan, having the execution of these players here, having the quick trades necessary. This is definitely something they do the best. Also bringing in a little bit of that extra flair there. Fozzy with 3 on what feels like home turf for him. On Banana, and Peeping with the other 2 to close it out. 2 snappy kills from him. Forced by an order though. Let's have a skin rave. 5-7's in the mix. Scout and play for Junior, of course. And see what they can do here. Not giving any duels though just yet. So much map control. You can see how the skin raves right now. Fiku trying to take some Banana control. This is a new piece that I like to see out of them. I think it takes a little bit of the pressure off of Fozzy. Even though I like him getting aggressive on Banana, I also like him having an op in some T-side rounds. And Fiku, with how he plays, is a lot more effective. Or at least another effective piece to take this B-side control.
Yeah. I mean, Fiku really has been such a good aggressive piece for, I mean, OG for a really long time. I always thought, you know, this is not a bad player to kind of build your roster around. A lot of other people have other ideas, but I've always seen him as a player who does have the mechanics to hang and be a tier 1 star player. And I think he can.
Scenery can be really nice for players like that, I think.
Yeah.
Sticking around an OG with all the constant roster transfers and probably at some point, I mean, definitely the case here, just having to be a piece that's willing to take whatever role to make sure that the job fits, that these new players are comfortable. And I do think Fiku was that guy eventually for OG. I think that limited some of his star power, but now in this squad, it's not going to be the case, right? You can get a lot more attention and resources here.
Like, for people who want like a modern comparison, right? He's ex-Kaspersky light, okay? For the people who know NIP. I think that's the best way to put it. He's an aggro player. Loves getting into people's faces. And he's probably going to go down to the bomb here too. Or not. Okay. New
Polish.
Yeah, also Polish. That's obviously one thing. He's Polish. He's an aggressive rifler. He's only 22.
Yeah.
You know, there's still a lot of runway for this guy.
It's kind of the exciting piece as well for a team like Wildcard is that he has a plethora of tier 1 experience at a pretty young age right now for himself. So, you know, he's going to be a player that's ready to hit the ground running on this team. I think after all of the chaos that this roster's undergone, the last thing you need is a guy to plug into the server and have to kind of get him used to a system or used to playing with structure. You got a guy that's ready to go out of the gates. Look at that setup right there. Look at the bombardment of utility. HE to blow up in the smoke, dodging the flash just at the right time. That is why you have to have your protocols. That's why you have to have a player ready to go. So that sort of execution up banana.
Oh, that door being closed has been heard. Grenade pull to Laxi going to swing, peeping not ready, and just moving between the different angles. The MP9 devious. And into the 3-player stack, but with no counter utility remaining for the CT side. Still very possible to break through. Now they're taking their sweet time about it, and losing that opening pick's no good. JBA struggling on the MAC-10, and it will go all wrong.
Oh my goodness.
No one capitalizing on the utility. Delays in the plays, no flashes to escort in the peaks, and a whole litany of issues on that one.
That ain't pretty right there. You hate to see that if you're Wildcard. Huge breakdown. I mean, obviously, feels like it's kind of started off by the fact that they do lose out early over there towards the A side and lose all of that space. That puts a little bit of immediate pressure on you, but nothing else there. Nothing else working from that point forward there. The B execute, the flashes were good, the utility was good, and the shots just completely gone missing right there. Do get a quick tech pulse off the back of it. I think that would almost make a little bit of sense for me, because something of that nature going wrong there's a huge shock.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take this one off to a little bit of a longer break here as we do get this little tech pause sorted out, but we'll be back in here between Wildcard and the side of Skinrave as it's just got interesting. And a short little break. Maybe that was some time to boot up Counter-Strike Source in that span of time. I'm not really sure about that one, Cole. But anyways, Wildcard 2-1, losing, though, to the anti-eco. Not a great sign early. So now, armed to the teeth now, are Skinrave, while Wildcard, they've got a one-stop shop. They're headed into that A site, and Laxi's going to make a play right through players with nades out as well, so no trade possible, but they snuck past him, actually. They don't know that the apartments is truly compromised. Walco, it could be in trouble. Instead, it's Laxi who jumps into the jaws, and, well, the follow-up here from Fuzi won't quite convert anything, though. It's Junior Scout headshot. Messy one-by-one execute coming through as Junior's gotten a third, and miraculously, that hold goes well for Skinrave. JBA, though, wants to step into the play. But going to be back turned to Walco. as what could have been a surprise where players were out of position. It's Junior's scout headshots through smokes that do it all.
I can't hurt right there. It's App's aggression as well, catching them off guard in a couple of rounds so far. Junior with a big time 3-piece. Definitely a chance to build up some confidence here for himself in this defense. Feel like he didn't really get everything you could ask for him out of that last map, so having an opportunity to strike now, return here, the defense of Inferno could change the tides, get more of what you're aiming for here.
They're stacking 4A at the moment as a sea of Glocks are about to arrive, and Cryptic could be in trouble, actually is going to be in trouble, and Axe can't hold off the site. Fuzi will actually be able to cross over and assisted there by Peeping, but the bomb plant's not going to be happening here surely, as Axe is already wrapped up and the wall banks are good, so things will be kept under control here for Skinrave, but it definitely got interesting.
Absolutely. Good damage being done right there. Almost a bomb plant. Things considered, you'll take it there. Maybe if the commitment came through. Fortunately, not able to get past Axe Crosshair. I see a lead being taken early. Junior on an AWP here, though.
He's looking. He has a spawn. I will not be taking it to the house. Fiku instead going to be pushing through the smokes with the flashbang, standing in the molly, and not going to risk his life for the moment.
Got that spawn for the HE toss right there. It seems backs out. I think maybe for the best here. Fiku's position with that flashbang could have wreaked havoc. Their flashbang following it up. See how prepared they are. Junior's op still on the scene. Is it going to ever get a dry contact here? Might not ever even see much action here on the B side. Still not interested with that apps control that Peeping is able to hold on to throughout this round. Double back in towards this A side. A very passive setup for the A defense. No one fighting for brackets control. Everyone playing on sites, trying to level that crossfire here.
And now just the pit site crossfire, Old Faithful on the way. Axe up top though, eats the flashbang. It's perfect. And Laxi dealt with as well. The utility's immense from Wildcard.
Yeah, you can't try and trust that much in it, I feel like, in the modern day. Got to see some initiative from from someone on the A side there. If you're playing a little bit too far back, you watch Walco just get smoked off. He's completely nullified from the round. Doesn't really try and make a move in, and because he can't, right? He can't try and force a fight towards Arches, because if he pushes past that smoke, he's going to get destroyed.
The way I saw him lining up, I thought he was going to start like tapping the edge of the smoke to get an angle from Library still.
Open in the smoke, maybe?
Yeah. He also had a flashbang to use too, that he will end this round with in his hands, but a possibility just to launch that into the site and just create some chaos, give him a little bit of extra space, maybe a escort and a peek from Big Pit onto the lane players with a pop flash, but not the level of communication needed to try and pull that off for Walco. It's 3-all.
A really challenging job right there that requires, the sharpest anchors. I think that might be a little bit of the case here, that they are dealing with a tough situation. They do have a stand-in. Got to make do with Max and the squad. Can change the way that you have to play out these rounds defensively. Junior elevated though.
Play underneath him. Oh, but knife out for Peeping. So good flick for Junior, but whatever the case, The entry was found on B by JBA, and Axe going to be in trouble. Good flashbang again. Fuzi will happily sacrifice himself to make this 3v3 possible, but Fiku standing behind the smoke as it breaks, and now given a chance.
The retake utility here defensively. Can't hold things together. Mully for New Box can change up this round. They've got to get active here at some point. Stan going to toss in the smoke and walk back here.
What?
Caught with util out himself almost.
No way!
Forever.
Yeah, now JBA out in the middle of the open trying for the clutch, and Laxi's going to just secure the headshot. Stan, I mean, there might have been a call that all three were CT. I'm not sure, but crazy scenes, honestly. Yeah, standing in the open with a molly in his hand. And easily picked. He could have mollied the actual choke point in the church and then just, you know, play it out from that coffin's position, kind of use the smokes a little bit more selfishly. And that could have helped JBA. Instead, lead retained for Skin Rave as the utility damage on Banana. Ruinous for JBA, and Fuzi not getting that entry. This round feels already sunk.
Cryptic in and out there, able to escape all of the fire and flame sent his way, and the dust settles. To walk away with so much early chip damage being taken. One casualty. JBA barely kicking. And really nothing gained off the back of it here. They're going to fade off this Banana presence and try their luck back over towards this A side where Junior's positioned. And Junior right now putting himself in the limelight. Being able to find big multis, connecting on difficult duels, forcing his way into these plays here. This time we get smoked off, but he has an HE again.
Breaks it, and gets the kill. Fiku down. Low HP for the remainder. Into a double pit setup. Oh, the HE. Nearly got two in that spot as well. And honestly, if you could save, you might wanna. As both players drop. Skin Rave up to 5 here on the CT defense.
Beautiful work right there. Junior always creating opportunities right now here on Inferno. I mean, should be left out of these rounds a lot of times, but pushing past smokes, forcing the issue, showing some of that X factor that he can bring at his peak here. Making the lives of Wildcard very difficult. Even when advantages are found, even when sites are being taken, there's ways to work back in the round. Map controls lost, doesn't matter. He's always got that pesky HE on him to punch a hole open in that setup and disrupt them as they try and set up their utility, as they try and get their execution off.
Honestly, yeah, you're talking about a good macro gameplay here that we are seeing from Skin Rave at the moment. And I mean, comparatively on Dust 2, a lot of the players shot their way out of situations. Could we get another one of that as a great pop flash comes through? Stan doesn't turn. Mr. Meatless is down. And a 4v5. For those who don't know, that's his Face It.
Oh, is
Face It name? Yeah. It's Meatless.
I just knew he was vegan. That's awesome. I love that Face It name. Not as good as JoJo's Face It name, but still very good.
Yeah, care to elaborate on what that is?
I don't know. It's probably like Small Guy 24 right now. Hopefully. Small Guy 24. You never know, but I do know.
No offense to the Face It user known as Small Guy 24. If you're in the chat, you just featured on the ESL broadcast. Congratulations.
High elo
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm sure he's number 850 NA, 3K elo. Small Guy 24 sounds like some guy you would run in. run into at those
Yeah,
levels.
he definitely dropped 25 on you. In a 13-8.
Yeah. Want to guess what my face name is?
5.
Yeah, it is. There, you're right. All right, flying down banana here. Got a little boost up. Ooh, and an instant headshot from Fiku, who finds both. Alrighty, well, Wildcard, don't fumble this one.
Feels difficult to do at this point. We'll see if they can make it happen.
Laxi's still keeping this round live, staying aggressive.
The line, I mean, will eventually have to fall off if it wasn't for the fact that this Opera's close by. Fuku with another one destroys the B side, and now they realize Junior's on the scene, and it's just a trade necessary. A little bit of team damage, maybe a collateral. They avoid all the calamity, though, and find the kill instead. Close out the round there. Wildcard able to capitalize on the advantage.
Dang. I mean, man, Fiku just the free double kill. There's no way you could be losing that kind of round. I like the players here though for the side of Skinner, especially Laxi. He's always a player who plays for the win. He's never passive about his decision making. That's the Mongol style right there. A shot though from
Talent
Junior.
to back it up. Fakes a smoke. Double dips. Not a bad idea, just the one that gets absolutely blown up. Laxi though, trying to hold his own. It was 1-for-1, and Peeping is trying to make the game-wrecking play. Oh, you see a little bit of toes to the
my
smoke there.
goodness.
He backs out. Oh my god. How do you manage that?
I think Stan's like screaming at him, like, why are 3v4? What are we doing? Just reset. Like, the play that Peeping was making there was a surefire mistake. He also had a full belt of utility. Like, yeah, that death would have been a bit unnecessary. And now into Axo, where he just gets turned into a pile of ash. Goodbye. B site opened up. Cryptic, do you have any smoke spam? Nothing gives. Instead, it goes right back. And Wildcard are on their way to equalizing this game.
That is brutal. Massive damage being done. Walco probably not going to hang on to his guns here, considering the repositioned quick motion. I guess doesn't matter at the end of the day other than holding on to an AK. The money is built up so much for skin rate. And wow. How about that? Packing a punch there on the Fiku, giving him a wake up. Oh my god, Walco. Immortal right now.
He's not surviving this one though.
No, can't do it. Tried to save onto that AWP. Does get finished off there eventually. But nice exits there. That's the Walco firepower, as I said. When he can just look at his crosshair, he can bring those kills into the mix.
Really has the capability in some of these games. Gosh, even back on EG. There was one guy who was responsible for those upsets and keeping it competitive versus Prime Simple on Na'Vi, all right? That's the only good thing I can say about EG is that they kept it competitive. They only kept it competitive in like a quarter of their games. I know, I'm speaking ill of the dead. That's a good headshot on the Laxi. And the wall bangs are good. They keep Junior stuck in place. And a perfect duo between Peeping and Stan. Clear out the apartments. And Walco needing... show some of that 2022 flair. Oh, he just gets erased. Underhand flash. Poor Axe can't see a darn thing. And this is going to be a tie game at 6-6.
Yeah, huge recovery here towards the tail end of the half. Wildcard looking like they were running a little bit out of steam on this T side until Blue Jays were able to fight back. Or rather, Wildcard were able to fight back. Blue Jays coming through and closing it out. Skin Rave. That's why I'm confused. My God. I'm like, why are there three teams in my mind? The half is put to a rest. Thank God. So we get to see how things are going to shape up in the second right after.
And back live going into Inferno. It's 6-0 at the half. Seeing some just crazy individual moments. I mean, that Fiku double kill through the smoke is what got them back into things. And seeing Peeping really step it up as well, especially on those apartment lurks. And a nice pistol round finesse. It's more of the stuff you're liking to see here out of Wildcard. Honestly, a team that picked up a lot of potential. I like that Peeping pickup, just how he was performing on Nouns, the ridiculous numbers he had. But now we're looking to see Wildcard truly develop with some stronger talents and push their way over to the major.
Yeah, get themselves that NA security as well. I think what shows key to the identity with that Peeping addition. I mean, obviously that of the utmost importance as well. And definitely think that this team can gain a really high ceiling in the North American region. I think a lot of these NA teams raising their floor here with some of the roster moves. I think they finally, for like NRG and Wildcard, have fixed some of the off-season roster moves that they've made and improved, and at the right time. But race is still on. Who's going to be claiming those spots at the major here? And again, that's what amplifies the pressure on matches like this right now. Peeping's shown to be a very versatile player. Feels like he can play whatever role you want to put him in as well. I'll make the right decisions. We'll see if they make the right decisions. So, bit of a fake here right now. Junior trying to draw out a lot of attention. Meanwhile, A play seems to be likely.
Yeah, JVA trusting in his flick over towards Boiler here. And, well, now sees a player, now backs away.
I'm going to rotate off this. I don't know how they're trusting in this setup. Brackets control now given, but they have to run away at some point here or fight for control. And Wildcard now down.
Okay.
JBA kills. Nasty work there from him. But he will be toppled over, eventually run down here. And Junior cutting off the support system.
Dang. Those two shots were insane, but still not enough. Still chance to win it. Time starting to burn, but the kills come quick. All 3 players in front of Stanislav's crosshairs. If he can hit the shots, clears out the back of the site, but is it instant? And so pistol round here for Skinrave. And this series has still got some life in it.
Good time pickup right there. Can we see that again?
Full running headshot.
I heard a lot of typing after that one as well. On the fly, quick mobility, quicker aim. He is looking sharp as can be there. And now we're going to see, as you said, this series have a little bit of life here. Great statement start. Even despite the mechanics of the JBA, they still break him down with the utility and with the trades. Will find themselves a big chance here. Eagles deadly though. Eagles out. Jumping Eagles at that. Anything to try and find an opening right now. Give your team the advantage.
At this point, I'm just prepared for those to hit.
Yeah, you got to.
Looks like they're trying to do like a bit of a banana retake, but Molly will force them off. And no one can get caught in front of these smokes. Playing a patient game right now are Skinrave. They got tons of utility. Noticeably, they don't have any mollies, so there's no way to force a fight onto, say, like, New Box. That could be a problem on this B site.
Fiku also keeping his advanced angle here. Just dropped his last smoke. And, well, it's all a ruse. Complete fake rate now coming through. B site fully empty. Gamble stack on A. And a bit of a brutal death right there to take if you're peeping. But as Fiku lines up that kill, I mean, they're starting to run out towards the B side.
Eagle headshot through the smoke. Let's go.
Goodness.
They are so
Almost
close.
on it. Yeah, these crosshairs absolutely in place, but the only one walking away with a kill is Laxi from range, and a save certainly to come through here.
Smart play for Fousey. That's another force buy weapon available. And so save Inferno in full effect, but that'll just allow for another buy next round. You know who I love watching play on Inferno?
Who's that?
Legacy. Those CT sides are absolutely... Nobody saves on that team. And the best part is that they win while doing it. They win playing entertaining Counter-Strike.
Got to see quite a bit out of Fury, who were really fun on Inferno. They had... I feel like they had different game plans for every team they played up against, which was fun to watch. Yeah, maybe there's something to it. Those South American teams getting quite good on that map.
Yeah, MIBR have some good proficiency on it. Pretty good at retaking, I've heard.
They're great at retaking, yeah. 3v5s are their specialty.
Didn't know you could have that be your specialty, but here we are.
Yeah, it's just something they've been working on in the server, you know?
You know, they're like, yo, if we're in this very specific situation, here's what we're going to do, guys.
That's why they got such a big support staff on that team. They got to have 8 players to play with here. Head on collision there. Axe getting something as a bit of a worthy sacrifice. And
You got it.
Fozy didn't necessarily need to fight. Instead waits for that flashbang, and there's
Oh my God.
positions. The kills flowing through right now.
Going
AK
back.
recovered, and they're shut down. Fortunately here for the T side, a bailout option here in Walco has given them space to rotate.
Still very possible, though. As Fuzi makes his way in through Arch, Walco has to start worrying about his flank. Fuzi launching nades, but yeah, that angle's not going to be expected. So he has an ISO fight on the site, but now double swing should be in, but oh my goodness, he had a chance. If he could have threaded that second bullet, could have been a disgusting 1 versus 2 instead. It is Skin Rave up 3 rounds now, but Wildcard is just getting started.
Yeah, this is where the first gun round going to come through here. Try and make a statement. Show what they're made of on this defense. Big time opportunity right there presenting. Even if you're not walking away with the victory, you forced a lot of rebuys here out of the key side on back-to-back forces. Gonna up and play here. Fozy does this time connect here. Junior trying to give him one hell of a wide swing. Never makes it past the post. There's a vulnerability here for now. Chance for Walker to spring into action. Fozy gets into the team.
Timing. Oh, he looked at his mini-map for sure. 2 players start to spill out into pit. Fozy in trouble, but he repositions perfectly. And then JBA from the most unexpected angle. Walco not ready for it. And Fozy even taking the time to reload because he knows exactly where Laxi is. And this 1v4 shouldn't be going anywhere. Stuck in pit, max security prison surrounding him.
Oh, you got another
HE.
Where did you get that one from? Oh.
It's gonna be successful, but the Molly forces him into the open. Now he gets the mini pit, though. Oh my goodness! And then, what is going on? All right, Laxi in the open, full blind should be the end. A crazy hold, terrible timing for Fozy, but he turns it around. This Wildcard somehow win that.
Yeah, Fozy really good in the chaos here, and JBA so poised. Just a small adjustment of his crosshair, able to track down that kill even from trying to cover off brackets and minimal damage being done. They are going to call it kind of a half buy here for BlueJays. See what they can make happen here. The Galil in the mix. Tech 9's in play as well. Great damage early on from Stan, but caught with utility.
Okay.
Fiku bailed out.
I think 3 people had grenades in hand there. As JBA, he's gonna miss a timing, but Stan's still holding for this. Oh, okay, won't be 1-deeged.
JBA doesn't get anything in this round. This could be so funny.
I feel like he might just get a knife. Oh, they're going back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, neither player saw each other.
Right.
Neither player saw each other.
And here we go again. He got his. Nice. He went on that,
I
that
think
full tour around the map. Going 1 for 1 in the end.
I think someone on Skin Rave was like screaming to Cryptic that he saw a player.
Yeah, I could see
That's
that.
why they went back and double swung.
A quick double swing, yeah. That'll do the trick. AK can be picked up, but his cutoff is kind of locked in banana right now. There is no escape. Crosshairs train on his location. Maybe could slide in towards T-spawn if he's careful. Gonna go for a wide swing around middle. Fiku? Oh, what?
He somehow hit both of those. Shoulders seen, and he spray transferred the second. A 1v2 ace clutch for Walco. He has a molly as well. Slow down the roll. Both players coming from isolated positions, and Fuzi misses his shot. But Peeping will strike on the timing. Oh my god.
I mean, that's another round right there.
Round.
They're just looking for damage. They're just trying to, I mean, obviously you have a gun invested here. You're in a 4v1. I don't even know how that happened right there. How's Wildcard able to land that transfer that quickly? Maybe a little bit lackadaisical there for Wildcard, calling a miserable timing, but it will take that every day of the week.
I can't really say it's like Wildcard's fault. Maybe we'll get the perspective on Wildcard's double here, but oh my god, yeah, just like two players on completely different angles.
That's quick, yeah.
And you're talking about damage has done exactly that. Fiku with just an MP9. As we have a little bit of a tech timeout, though, we're going to toss this one off to a little bit of a short break. When we come back in, the last stretch here on Inferno.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these wrestlers nice. All these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground. Front of 8 at Beijing, man, ain't know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. I'm faced with a lot of different choices these days. Do a rock and roll Lex account of Blueface. The whole world know my name off a mixtape. I still got the same brothers since 6th grade. G-Wagon red seats, we on Biscayne. Trips to the Florida Keys, we imported these. Thanking God for the life he afforded me. All this jewelry on my body, I could like the hood. I need a brown skinned chick just like Megan Good. Holding up every promise that I ever made. Music in the background, it's a serenade. Been rapping 10 years, boy, this ain't a phase. I paid dues, paid rent, and I stayed the same. I had teardrops running down my face. I've been through a lot, I had real pain. But thank God, cause we really on a better days. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. What's a life without sacrifice? Sometimes you gotta thank God and just roll the dice. Pacino.
And we're back in a little bit of a, the Inferno Village in 1915. Oh goodness, was it really that long ago that we had that version of the map? Oh goodness,
1915, all the way back there.
Yeah, back when Vitality won the last Paris Major. Back in 1909, Stewie 2K held it all down. Now Viku running through the smoke with an MP9 got two. I guess that's the modern age of Counter-Strike, huh? How things change in a century.
more they say the same. They're just pushing down a banana smoke. That feels a lot like the youthful Stewart 2000. Fiku here doing what he set up for. I mean, that is core to the game plan of Wildcard in their defense, is having Fiku make moves like that, and maybe a shot for Walco, but won't go his way. Max trying to create more space.
Okay.
Slides through here.
This is... Okay, they're afraid. Oh, okay. Fuzi just hit that, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. That's cool. That was awesome.
I'm with you.
Everything that shouldn't have happened in this round just has. As Fuzi collects the third. He should have only had one, and it should have been Skin Rave back in the game. Instead, they're on an eco, and Wildcard in the driver's seat to take this all-important match 2-0.
Just a wild finish right there. Difficult connections coming through there from Fozy. Has to be on the scene, caught off guard, trying to cover off CT. He's fortunately able to keep the ball moving, connect on some tricky positions, even though he's caught off guard. Double HE's land, and that's a kill immediately. Peeping, finds Axe there out of the gates, but the op also falls. A little 4v4.
I think Fuzi had a little bit of movement error. Oh, this is not going to work. But Cryptic finds another kill. Peeping goes down over towards Banana, keeps things weird.
The op picked up for Junior.
Oh, now he's posted. Oh my goodness. Stan is going to stay tucked in the corner as JBA does peek onto Laxi. I think Junior's just going to stand here like a statue forever. But now moving out.
The whole site right now.
I mean, if Stan peeks, he has the free double, but I don't think he really wants to.
Cryptic.
Oh boy.
Gonna get in a position where he can molly pit, maybe. JB8 slowly starting to work their way back, but now Junior's in a position where he can kind of cut off the support system. You got to drop the bomb. Oh, that timing. The patience paying off for Stan in a big way. Bomb still drops off in a bit of a recoverable spot here. They almost line up for him.
Oh, this round's just terrible, man. This round sucks. As Junior was scoped up, and just the severe lack of dopamine in that round as he unscopes as two players walk around the corner. Yeah, that's why that round was terrible. It's 10-9.
No fun to be had there. You're gonna watch that one back and be miserable as well. All of the timings just barely being missed. We'll see if they can shake that off with the gun rounds here.
It's Cryptic. Aggro, close half wall. Fiku. Dodging out in the utility, gets close to barrels as well. Oh, but the spam goes back and the coach hits hard. But look at this triple apartment setup. JBA on a disgusting off angle.
Got your 4v5 here. Placing a lot of faith in peeping on low HP to handle this B side. They're losing more numbers towards A.
The util dribbles in, peeping. Goes up and above, but just takes a single bullet. Fuzi opping inside the apartments, but this will be a fighting effort to save. I think holding that triple apartment setup, as Balco could take this op away, it could be a pretty big hit. But a detail is that Wildcard smoked top middle while they had a 3-player apartment setup. And when they do that, Laxi's going to start anticipating something in the apartment. Something's going to be amiss. Because that smoke in brackets will theoretically allow players to play an apartment setup. So he's completely ready for the peak JBA. There's a hunting. He is not living in a coffin. And now doomed. Can't chamber the next stop shots. 10-all.
We're making it out of that one, that's for sure. We'll put the finishing touches on it for Wildcard, all tied up. T-side looking good there, having to place a lot of faith. And peeping on that B side, he can't hold it together with low health. Setup doesn't even work out as you mentioned, so have to deal with a little bit of pots of pans here. At least an MP9 for peeping in this one. Utility on this B side has been very deadly. Keep that the case here. Flashbang going in, and Cryptic once again trying to work some angles around the smoke.
As Walko trying to walk in through middle, gets seen instantly. Smoke to bottom B, but Fuzi could be in trouble. Gonna post up and just take the shot. Dip on out, flashbang forward, but Piku fires. Fuzi. Dodges the flashes here. We got a 3v4, but I don't think Skinrave have any control on other sides of the map. They might just want to hit B.
Yeah, I have no idea what's ahead of him just yet. Smoke goes down in towards CT, forces Fozy into a reposition, but a good one at that. One that he can still thread in some duels on. Axis taking a good approach to this fight, but shows a little bit too much shoulder. Sets up the bait and switch here. Stands still on the scene. Cleared by Laxi, but not quick enough. And Junior going to allow Stan to get into a reposition. Flashbang. At least throws his aim off a little bit. Junior danced into a corner there. Can't fight his way out of it. And so Wildcard able to pull ahead here in this neck-and-neck race.
Yeah, neck-and-neck game, neck-and-neck RS standings, everything you could want about this game. It's entertaining. The shots are good. The moments are funny at times. That's what we'd like to see. Again, we're looking at a 45-point swing in this game. I'd say like more like 40, but a 40-point VRS swing where these two teams would trade places on the rankings if Wildcard were able to pick this one up.
Yeah, that's just huge implications right there in that factor.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with Fragadelphia Blocktober being our virtual RMR, that's kind of where it all goes down, but again, every point matters.
See, we asked for the MRQs to be on land. We got what we asked for.
Fragadelphia, man. Yeah, that's gonna turn out a true spectator event because the block is no
it's a good venue.
Shabby venue. Yeah, it's a pretty good venue too. Not crazy viewership capacity, but it'll be a good broadcast. I'll be worth checking out.
I know, and this round, trying to check them out. This B side, and Fozy falling back into a very passive position as the execute comes through. He's going to capitalize on that first kill.
No molly.
Much more behind it here, you're right. No utility to flush him out. There's a molly, actually. Comes through in the air. He just has to smoke his way out of this one, but staying alive for a little while longer, trying to find protection, still fighting here. Eventually topples over, but he's bought so much time now. The flank is already active.
Yeah, and planting in the open, that's done too. And getting pieced up right there from peeping, as it is Wildcard on series point. Fuzi only gets a single kill there, but we know how much impact he just had.
I mean, it's just so impressive right there. The time buying measure that he had to go through, you can see it. It's a comfortable round because of that right there. Instead of planting their feet in comfortable positions, they take forever trying to flush him out of the round. And that allows for everyone else to get involved. That's why they place so much faith in him alone on that B site.
Oh boy, this is going to be a mid-rush right now. Uzi surely hears the footsteps, but that's somehow missed. Sticking forward, though, with a 5-7, he gets a second. He swings back in as well. That is
cool down.
That is straight up maniacal. And now that puts a lot of pressure here onto JBA. Players have run through over towards lane at the moment. JBA underneath the balcony. Peeping, trying to rotate in. Now the round settles, slows. Players seen in the apartments next. Walk up the arch side, off angle from Stan. Versus the coach, Axed. Needs the kill, Jiggle Pete's good.
This is such a tense duel right there. Flashbang, oh, double down on it. Doing their due diligence. And even if Axe turning that corner, maybe not favorable in the head-to-head, he's going to find him with the flashbangs right there. That will give him the favor.
Yeah,
boss fight, you boss.
And before he gets the second, he's spray transferred Axed. Now JB8, he is still alive and gets cleared. Junior for a 1v3. Him versus Fiku. Polish player needing to clutch up to secure number 9 on the Americas standings. And as Junior sweeps out in towards lane, in towards mid, now he can turn his eyes back to the bomb. Fiku with no smokes, but Junior stepping forward into the fight. Junior putting the pressure on himself with the Tech 9 round the site. I think he got seen. Fiku caught a glimpse of him. And ring around the rosy could lose the game. Fiku sticking the bomb. And he's got the time. That's game. Clutch denied. Wildcard 2-0. And give themselves better chances to head to Budapest.
Yeah, Fiku able to make it easy on the squad right there. Lock that 2-0 down before things get too complicated. And able to finish it. They are in a nasty clutch there. Junior almost making things possible. Some very tricky trades having to come through from the upper and close range. And that feels like a specialty. And trying to buy enough time there, coming down to the wire. He almost does it. He almost makes it happen. He can't do enough in the end. Had such a great map for himself. But they will fall nearing the final hurdle there. Getting close to the closing statement there. And a huge victory, as you said, a statement for Wildcard. Not only that they're able to pick this one up for the VRS, but it shows that they are really putting, you know, work in the server to patch up some of these holes in the map pool here. I think Dust 2, a big example of that, being able to sweep and dominate on that T side, looking very strong on it. That is the biggest showcase of some promise here and some change in the game plan that needed to come through for this squad.
Yeah, like, we saw that next level playbook back on Dust 2 with some of the gimmicks that they were able to provide, you know, hiding 4 players and going for a mid rush right afterwards and great mid rounding, but not to mention the firepower that we were seeing from a lot of these players, especially Fiku back on Dust 2 was disgusting, but a lot of his double kills extremely impactful to push this series over the line and gets them to the consolidation final. So Skinrave will exit this tournament in 4th place. It's not great for the placing points for them. And Wildcard trying to tee themselves up for the win in ECL Cup 2 here in NA.
I mean, honestly, again, my expectations for this team are very high. And you look at they're also that remaining still here fighting now in the upper bracket, and I think they are the team that should be favored. They should be the roster that walks away from this cup with the victory underneath their belts. But you know, never a guarantee here. They've had struggles up against teams like Getting Info. You know, in back-to-back times here, they've taken some tough losses. So trying to course correct here as they enter in to, you know, deeper and deeper into playoffs is a really good sign, and this victory over a team, you know, like Skinrave, a showcase of what they can do. I'm still really impressed with them. They have some tricky spots of their own here. That classy adjustment that they had to deal with.
Yeah,
Axe still showing up with some form, but not enough to overpower the firepower that is on Wildcard.
Yeah, and Wildcard advancing forward, but as we look into the upper bracket, Getting Info versus Marsborn tomorrow. Believe it or not, Marsborn, albeit a long shot, have a shot to make the major. Getting Info more so out of the picture, but those group of guys now picking up 60 as well. And getting a first place in this ECL Cup could give themselves a chance come Fragadelphia Blocktober, the new North American RMR. So a lot more to give here in ECL Cup, in ECL North American Cups here. Down here, it's pretty crazy. times that we're in with that cutoff, I believe October 7th is when it's all set and done.
Yeah, I mean, that's what these teams are fighting for here. I think Mars were in a pretty exciting roster, like you said. They are kind of in the running right now, but need a lot to prove it there. And, a team that with 60, I think, can do it. They showed us in that last, revival series that they can win up against anyone in NA. So hopefully seeing more of that storyline continue.
Yeah, and that does it here tonight between myself and Cole Extra McHenry. It's been a little bit since I've been on the commentary mic, and hopefully I'll be on for a few more of those. And with that being said, on behalf of myself, Cole Extra McHenry, admin and production squad, thank you guys so much for watching. Be back here tomorrow for more ESL Challenger League. Peace.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God it's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first step towards ECL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/ECL.
ESL presents ESL Challenger League in partnership with Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, and Qiddiya.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are away.